Hello and welcome again. As you all know already, this video is going to be about swordtail fishes. We will dive deep on these beautiful live bearers and study all about them, like their detailed care guide, diet, ideal tank size, decorations, environment, breeding and many more. Do watch this video till the very end if you do not want to miss anything important. But before we begin the guide, do subscribe to my channel, like the video, and share it among your fish buddies. One of our favorite livebearer species is the swordtail, Xiphophorus helleri. This colorful number is closely related to the more popular platy, Xiphophorus maculatus, with female swordtails looking almost exactly like their cousins. Male swordtails, though, set themselves apart with their ornate tails. Swordtail care basics. So, what is a swordtail exactly? This live-bearing fish species naturally occurs in Central America, where large groups of the species inhabit all sorts of shallow habitats. The fish grow to a maximum size of around 3. Males can be told apart by their sword, a pointy appendage on the tail that can grow almost as long as the body itself. Aquarium setup. If you're interested in setting up your own swordtail aquarium or introducing swordtails in your community tank, make sure your setup is at least 30 gallons long. This is an active species that needs to be kept in groups, and don't underestimate their adult size. They'll make maximum use of this space. Some cover in the form of tall and/or floating plants will be appreciated by your swordtails. As always, the tank should be filtered and fully cycled. Try going for a filter that produces a good flow to imitate the natural habitat of the fish. Water quality. Unlike many other popular aquarium fish, which like things soft and acidic, swordtails should ideally be kept in relatively hard and basic water. That being said, though, this is a very hardy species that's not too fussy about water values. Try to aim for a pH between 7 to 8 and a hardness between 100 to 450. The same goes for temperature. Anything between 68 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit should be fine, with some sources reporting their swordtails having no issues with even lower temps. Diet. Like many other aquarium fish, swordtails are omnivores that will take a bite out of nearly everything that enters their tank and is even remotely edible. To keep your swords happy and healthy, use a high-quality omnivore food as a staple. Supplement their diet with anything you can find: thawed, frozen foods, algae tabs, blanched veggies, and even home-bred, live foods will all result in true feeding frenzies. Tank mates. When figuring out which fish will be compatible with your swordtails, keep in mind these livebearers' preferred water values as well as their temperament. Tank mates should ideally not have an issue with harder water and a pH above neutral. Species that might be stressed out by the swordtails, very active behavior, are best avoided. An ideal tank mate option for your swordtails would be other live bearers like guppies, platies or mollies. You can also try catfish that don't mind a higher pH, like the hardy bristlenose pleco, and schooling fish like rosy barbs. Breeding swordtails. For many aquarists, breeding is what it's all about when keeping swordtails. Like other livebearer species, this fish is extremely prolific, with females being almost constantly pregnant. A great breeding project for beginners, though you'll have to make sure you've got a home lined up for excess fry. Some fishkeepers like to keep their swordtails with a carnivorous tank mate like golden wonder killifish, Aplachylus lineatus, for the purpose of population control. These predators will consume small fry but leave the parent fish alone. To breed your swordtails, all you have to do is combine well-fed males and females and make sure your water quality is high. The fish will take care of the rest. Because swordtails do tend to eat their own young, it's a good idea to plant the aquarium heavily. This gives the fry a chance to hide during the vulnerable first few days and feed on nutritious biofilm and infusoria that collects on leaves. Don't worry, I am soon going to make a detailed video guide on how to breed swordtails and raise the fry to adults without any hassle. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel so you get notified, and let your buddies know about my channel too. That was all about swordtails. If you have any doubts or think I have missed on something, feel free to let me know in the comment section. Till then, do subscribe and share this video. Stay tuned.